Hello, you guys. This is Untitled Eris, and I am here to do the reading that I promised to do in regards to the Queen. Okay, I am speaking kind of low. Let me say hi to you guys. I'm speaking kind of low because Daria is asleep, and I just want to make sure that I want to keep it that way for a little while. But anyway, let's hop into the reading. I'm going to, excuse me, you guys, I'm sorry about that. What I'd like to do is read whatever I need to read from the booklet really fast as I can. So from the Kipper deck, I have the card that's the overall energy as Great Fortune. I'm going to let you guys see that. We have the number 62 here, 26. And that's the number 8. So that's the number associated a lot of times with abundance. Okay, underneath that card is Thief. But anyway, someone may have tried to steal our abundance in the form of the monarchy, quote unquote monarchy and stuff like that. I feel like they took what was the people's, and really this is every kingdom at this point. Every nation, every government, okay, they're in on it. But anyway, Great Fortune here. When I was reading from the booklet, I'm not going to read from the Kipper at this point. I think I remember those the most. What was being said is that with the Great Fortune card, a time of wealth, a time of abundance, a time for really progress and forward movement in whichever aspect of your life this pertains to and can resonate for you is happening. So if there were any blockages, there are no blockages anymore, or there won't be moving forward. That is in relationships, that is in creative projects, spiritual work within yourself, okay? And maybe even things within the collective. They're moving forward. They're moving forward, and that is in essence, that's a great message. That's great information and great news, okay? Now, this may not be generational wealth or abundance that lasts for like a lifetime where we no longer have to worry about anything. They said that this is usually the type of abundance that comes in and it is short term, it's immediate, okay? What I'm feeling is this is going to get us from point A, B, C at least. It may not get us through all of the alphabet, but it's going to get us some places. Okay, it's really going to get us from this phase right here into the next one. The main card that came out was the Expectation card. This was a card of hopes and wishes and desires. It says that it suggests that we are going to need to utilize some patience with this energy. A time frame that was connected to this is within the next 3 months. We may be able to see those things that we expected coming into fruition. That may not be for everyone, okay? It may be for no one. But the Expectation card is about hopes. It's about desires. It's about things that we are looking for, looking to manifest. Holding on to those. It's like faith. Right? So I feel like the things that we have always known were possible, maybe even those things that we have known to be true, these are the things that are going to be coming up and being revealed and showing up. And that's also going to be a part of this fortune, this great fortune. It is big, it's massive, it's information, knowledge that the people should have always had, right? I also feel like this is about the indigenous peoples, but this is really about everyone who is alive, who has rights that may have been really stolen from them right up underneath their noses. It's for everybody. You know, these people, these spirits who were at work within principalities, they have no respect of person. Okay? They were out for themselves and they got everybody. Moving on. The next card that came out was Goddess of the Moon. And so, wait, before I move on. So we got the number 9 here and then, 6, 7, 8. We got the number 8, and then we had the number 10. So 10s can be about completions, endings. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. That's all I'm feeling to say. Moving on to the goddess of the moon. This deals with intuition. And I was getting a very heavy energy about manifestation. So allowing your intuition to guide your manifestations here. I even feel like a lot of us are going to be having dreams, specifically the women or those who are in tune at least with the divine feminine energy. We may be experiencing dreams, all manner of divine communication coming from spirit, giving us information about this journey. Okay. And we have the second chakra archangel Ariel here as well. Gold energy. This is making me think about solar plexus. It may not be though, so let me get it from the book. But I definitely feel like this is something about the women, something surrounding the woman and also divine feminine energy. Let's get it from the book, shall we? I'm going to read about the second chakra because that's one of the cards that I didn't remember. So it says this deals with inspiration and creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative and to let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and also be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's like soul tribe to me. That's soul tribe to me, coming in, making a trek, traveling, meeting up with those that you're meant to. All right, let's get the goddess of the moon energy, shall we? I'm seeing the 5 of Wands as my bookmark. I see that as a power struggle, and I also see that as spiritual warfare. So it says this card, This card is all about intuition, the abilities to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. So all of your psychic abilities, okay, I feel like we're going to be using those a lot now, a lot more. It says the goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention or a stock investment or even a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. So get ready for the amazing inspiration that this brings. Now, the main card that came up was the Angel of Balance. So 8 and 4 are the number 2, are the number 12, which breaks down into 3. And 5 and 2 is the number 7. Let's see what the Angel of Balance is about. So it says being centered and self-honoring in your choices. And the number 3 deals with the self as well, but especially when it comes to intuition, trusting yourself, trusting the messages that you receive from spirit. Okay, let's get into it. It says, The loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that greater equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. And whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition, the goddess of intuition, your intuition will lead you in the right direction. And the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. So this could be about, working together with your soul tribe, or, a relationship that is more in alignment with who you are, and literally working towards a common goal with someone. Being cooperative, maybe you and a partner, or you and a business partner, you and family, you and friends, you and the collective. This is us cooperating with one another because we all have this common goal to survive. We all have this common goal to not just survive, but to be free. I feel like this is in regards to also living off the land. They're also in an orchard, so that might be somehow significant, okay? That, I believe, is all from this booklet, so we're going to move on to the next card and booklet. And then I'll clarify with some tarot, and that'll be the end of the reading. So at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy I have here is the number 17, which added together, it's the number 8. It says Padma, Sundari. Out of darkness, the light is born. This just really makes me feel like some things are about to go into this period. It's not even going into darkness. It's been in darkness. And what's happening is I feel like we're in an era where darkness is beginning to be phased out and the light is coming. So the darkness could be ignorance of information. It could be powers that are in control that create legislation that is actually limiting to the natural rights and abilities of people. Yeah? So that is phasing out. It could be just people who are poorly using their authority, who are not considerate of the people. They don't care about their well-being. They do not have goodwill towards men, and thus they're not operating in a way that's for everyone's highest good. It's more self-centered, and it sabotages that of the collective. Spirit isn't okay with that. So that season is wrapping up, and the light is coming forth. The truth, knowledge, and a wealth of it that will liberate the people. Let's get into it. We got the 9 of Cups, which is contentment. So the energy of contentment is here for me. Wish fulfillment. All right, the spiritual guidance, it says the divine mother in the form of Padma Sundari is Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, beauty, love, and spiritual enlightenment, represented as a shining lotus. And lotuses deal with new beginnings. Okay. An ancient symbol for spiritual enlightenment. Lakshmi's divine lotus flowers remind us that the spiritual light needs material form through which it can manifest itself in the world, as if it were divine electricity needing the lamp of the soul through which to give the gift of illumination. Without the lamp, the electricity cannot manifest its power, and without electricity, the lamp cannot fulfill its true purpose. So when the oracle of Padma Sundari appears, then her message is that you are able to do a lot of good work in this world. The divine mother will assist you with your purpose so that you succeed, but you must take action. So for me, for a lot of us, it's time for us to get to work. Whatever spirit has been intuitively guiding you to do, you guys, we need to be doing it. You need to do it. If spirit said for you just to open a business, if spirit is saying for you to create healing lotions and herbs and whatever, if spirit is telling you that you need to speak up about something, if spirit is telling you you need to be quiet, if spirit is saying you need to design certain types of clothing with certain types of material, If they're saying that you need to get into gardening, buy some seeds, relocate, whatever spirit is saying in order to put you on the path of your purpose, you need to listen. Pay attention to your dreams. It says, but you have to take action. Allow the light of spirit into your soul so that you never again feel that you are doing anything on your own. And remind yourself regularly you have a divine sponsor, guide, coach, partner, and friend with you always. And that friend has unlimited resources. So for many of us, we are being put into this position of power in a way, like your purpose is calling you to power, right? But not only that, some of us have been maybe not doing what we were meant to do, or what we know we should be doing, what spirit has shown us, maybe through our dreams, maybe through people steady saying the same thing about us. You may have felt like, well, I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't have this connection, or I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't have this money, or I don't have these resources, these materials that you feel like you need. Well, you don't have to have it. Spirit has divine access to it all, and they have access to people. Y'all, I am getting this vibe that spirit is about to pour up or pour down its spirit upon flesh, to where they're going to be having people pour into you. Okay? But you have to be busy doing your work. You have to get busy. People are going to start pouring in. Hey, spirit told me to do this, or I don't really know why, but I really feel led to give you this money, or I don't really know why, but me and my family, we're not using this particular estate. You are more than welcome to go and work here and live here. We have this particular space that we're not using, and we see your work, we believe it's amazing, we think the world needs it, so here, you can use it as often as you need to, free of charge. It's like stuff like that is about to begin to happen. All right. So that people who are working in their purpose can do what they need to do. It says this. Notice how your confidence to take action increases when you build that belief system within you. So you have to build it. Oh my God. Spirit had me talking to myself about this, and I feel like I'm going to do a video about it, because the strongest power that we have is the belief within ourselves, right? You have to believe that you're capable of doing whatever spirit has called you to do. And you need that belief in yourself alone. Now, of course, if other people have faith in you, that is amazing as well. But you first need to have it in yourself. Because if you don't, there can be people who have it for you, but you don't believe it. So it doesn't matter what they believe about you. Ways that you can work on it is dealing and working on your inner child, okay? Going back to the things that you remember doing easily, effortlessly. How did you used to get things that you wanted? How did you used to do that? Pay attention to that. Honor that in yourself, and then integrate it by bringing that energy back out and utilizing it in your adulthood. Associate it with this action that spirit wants you to take, or this purpose that you feel called to. Like, if, for example, for me, I'm very persuasive, or I can be, right? I'm not only very persuasive, but my imagination helps me to manifest what I want a lot, okay? So, for example, before I even knew it, I used to be talking on cell phones. All of my father's old cellular devices, I used to take, not all of them, but I used to get them. I had 2. I would have him, and I would be so happy to have his old devices. No service, nothing. But you could not tell me that I wasn't having a real full-fledged conversation on the phone with my friends or with whomever, okay? So I used to use that, and not many years after that, I was like 18, still pretending, playing make-believe. Okay, well, 17. I was 17 playing make-believe. I got my first real phone at 18 the following year. Okay, so using my imagination, pretending that I was utilizing something, right? This was how I made it manifest in my life. And most of us do it that same way. We just aren't aware. Now that you're coming into the knowledge of these strengths and stuff that you have, if you trace it back, you may have done this in your youth. And now that you're aware of what it is, it's time to know what power you are working with, and then use that power to fuel you into this purpose. And you need to use that to encourage yourself, to remind yourself that you are capable, to remind yourself that you do have these different abilities and that you've always had them. You just needed to remember. It says part of your spiritual path requires that you walk your talk and live in a way that shows optimism and practicality. When something's not working, we don't need to hide from it in shame, but we face it because we have a spiritual self-esteem and self-confidence. And when we choose courage, we can confront what isn't working and are able to actually search for the answers rather than becoming overwhelmed or afraid of any darkness. Remember that the Holy Mother is with you and within you. With your active participation, she will bring you everything that you need to confront and tackle any issue, no matter how intimidating it may seem, one step at a time. And along with the power of your divine connection, you have the intelligence and ability to find information, to educate yourself, and to try out new behaviors so as to become an active part of the solution for any matter that moves you deeply. So I'm going to stop there. Let's move on. So that's just the overall energy. They're saying research, educate yourself on whatever spirit is telling you that you need to do intuitively. If you don't feel that you know about it, it's okay. Go and find information on it. Go learn yourself something. Okay? The main card that came out, I don't know how to pronounce this properly, but I'm going to just say Ixchel, and it's the number 13, which if you add those two numbers together, it's the number 4. 4 is about establishment of something, okay? It says medicine of the rainbow jaguar. Let's see what this is about. We have the Queen of Swords. Yep, this is exactly what this is. So I'm not going to read from the booklet. I remember now what this says. So just like the Queen of Swords is good for cutting off what is no longer serving, what's taking away maybe her peace, what's taking away maybe his or her clarity. This is the same energy from this particular deck, the Earth Warrior deck. It's saying that anything that is negative and that is not bringing you peace, that is not bringing you positivity, that is not actually helping you solve problems and bringing forth a solution, we need to cut it off. And it can be a person, it can be a place, it can be a thing or an idea. Once it comes into our view that we understand that this is not helping, that this is actually adding little to no value to where I'm going and what I'm meant to do and what I'm desirous to do, it must go. The oral tradition about this woman is that she was with a person who could not see her. He couldn't see her light. He couldn't understand her purpose, and he actually tried to dim it. And so the story goes that she changed herself she shapeshifted into, I believe the jaguar or any other type of animal to get away, to hide. This is also about a hiding as well, a protection from negative entities that would seek to destroy us, that would seek to keep us from fulfilling whatever missions that we needed to fulfill. For some of you guys who've been watching my channel, there's a reading that I did that was talking about being still. Because if we were to be still, then whatever spirit has for us, we were going to receive. But if we were not, then we were going to repeat a certain cycle. Whatever it is that you know is dimming your light, or whatever spirit brings to you through intuition, through your dreams, through whatever manner that spirit deals with you, and you realize that this is not helping you, it's actually hindering you, you're gonna have to release it. You're gonna have to cut it out of your life. Period. Spirit, show me, and through the tarot, any more messages that you have for us. I feel like I'm only gonna ask for about 3 cards. I'm opening the deck and I'm seeing, I am seeing the Ace of Swords, and that's the card of clarity. Okay. Maybe clarity into why your finances haven't been the way that they should be, or why you've been experiencing some struggle or some blockages or some hardships in finances for somebody. All right, one more time, and then I'm gonna pull. I'm pulling 3 cards, most high willing, and I'm gonna just talk about the meanings of all those. We have the 6 of Wands. This is victory here, elevation, and work. This is power couple energy if it's a relationship. This is also just you being influential in the community, people looking up to you. You probably are going to be a very important person, not even just to be cocky or anything. All of these are ladies on this card, y'all. At the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. There's a lot of forward movement for anybody who's been in their Empress energy. Okay, you could have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius in your chart, Taurus, and Libra, and you can, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, or Taurus energy. Heavy on the Libra as well, because we also have the Angel of Balance card here. Heavy on Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces with the Moon here. Somebody's bossing up to the point where, like, you're going to be influential in your community. You're going to have your needs met in abundance, in excess. And to also feel like you're going to be really generous. All right, you guys. Bye.